You know what I'm thankful for on this Thanksgiving is 133 likes on this video. I asked for 100 in like 24 hours. You guys gave me 133 likes on this video. You guys are absolutely amazing. I can't believe it. You guys are awesome. 100th liker. Look at that. Let's go ahead and respond. Thank you so much, Jordan. Let me know what you guys are thankful for on this Thanksgiving in the comments. Let's get into this video. What's going on, Clash Bros? It's Marcus from Epic Life Gaming. Welcome back. Before we get into today's video, I just want to announce that I have officially started my very first clan for Clash Royale. I've had a lot of people asking me to do this, so I'm finally making it. And this is a name right here, which is basically ass backwards spelled backwards. Now, the reason I made this clan is because that was my clan name back in Clash of Clans. I don't know how many of you guys are still watching from then, but that was the clan name for my clan back in Clash of Clans. So I'm remaking it now today. Now, anybody can enter it for the moment. I'm going to leave it open for like 24 hours, and then I'm going to up the trophies from there. But anybody that wants to join, chat with me for a little bit. I'm not going to be on a bunch, but I will be on to say hi every now and then. But anybody that wants to join, you're more than welcome to join for right now. After 24 hours, I probably will make it to where it's like 3,000 trophies to join. But go ahead, join it up. And look at that, it edits my name. I don't get why gaming gets edited. So from the life to the gaming, it gets edited. I don't know why that is, as you can see in the description, but it doesn't edit ass backwards. So today I wanted to show you guys my graveyard deck. Now, I've done this deck a few times in different videos, but I actually never have spotlighted this deck and how well this deck has done for me. Now, before I was struggling to get up into legendary, and especially to stay in legendary. My highest trophies up until like last week was 3,100. Now, as you guys can see, I'm down a little bit from where I was, but my highest trophy now is 3,500 basically, and that's pretty high for me. Especially, that's 400 more trophies than I was the entire time I've been on this game, which is almost a year now. So I'm gonna go ahead, highlight this deck, and show you guys how good this deck is. Let's look over this deck. We got 3 direct damage cards in our deck. We got Zap, Arrows, and the Log. It keeps everything on pace, slows the enemy down. I really like that because we really only have 2 cards that actually can do damage to the opponent's troops. We can use the graveyard if we wanted to on defense, and sometimes I do that. But most of all, we just pretty much have 2 cards for that. So having the direct damage is important. Now, our main offense is our giant in our graveyard. That is our main offense to take down the opponent, as well as the freeze spell to catch the person off guard. Now, I've thrown in the freeze spell in a few different decks, and people are not expecting the freeze spell anymore. Ever since Hog Freeze has gone away, people just really don't pay attention or think the freeze spell is going to be laid down. This is what makes this deck so deadly. Now, let's go ahead and watch this in action. We got our first opponent. He's actually a level 9, so we do have 1 full level up on this guy, but he probably is pretty good since he's only a level 9. Now, this can be done every now and then. Doesn't mean that you're going to for sure get the victory, but let's go ahead and freeze that Valkyrie and see if we can get some damage on her and get her down before she gets close. Oh, she got 1 shot off, but sometimes doing that will really catch the opponent off guard. Now, I don't know how many battles I've won going against the Valkyrie, but I know it's not that many. The Valkyrie is pretty darn good against the graveyard, probably one of the best. Let's go ahead and just zap all that. We take no damage there, and that's why I like having all 3 direct damage. You got the ground for the princess, Skarmy, any of that. You have the arrows for the minion horde or the regular minions, and you have zap for anything else basically that you want to use it for, especially because people will think they caught you off guard because you'll lay down arrows, so then they'll put down Skarmy or something else, and you always have something to battle back with. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay down my graveyard a little bit early, so hopefully that I can get some damage going right now. I'm going to go ahead and freeze as well, hopefully keep the oh, I was hoping to keep my Mega Minion alive, but doesn't look like we're going to be able to do that. But look at how much damage we were able to get done on that. Oh, I should have laid down my archers. That's okay. Maybe should have laid down the log even a little bit earlier. but we got a lot of damage on that one single push right there. Almost, what, 2,000 damage from that one push. Really good damage, and that freeze spell really throws people off. Now, I know he's going to lay down his Hog Rider, or he's going to lay down Barbarians, and then the Hog Rider. Let's just go ahead, zap everything, kind of get it all shaken up a little bit, keep my Archer alive. Awesome. Now let's go ahead and put down the Giant. Hopefully our Giant can get in front of that Mega Minion. His nose is extremely small, so it might be able to be done. All right, now I got plenty of stuff in here. Where's the Valkyrie? There she is. Now let's go ahead. Down goes the tower. I didn't even need to use that freeze spell. Look at how fast we have rebounded from that very first push where we pretty much had no damage on his tower. Now I'm a little afraid because, there we go, we don't have too much damage left on our tower. We kind of have to keep as much damage as possible. He's going to lay down arrows to get some more damage on us. Let's go ahead and lay down Zap. Probably a little early. I figured that much. All right, let's see if we can get that down. All right, let's go ahead and lay down Giant. Now, once again, I don't have too much damage left, so let's go ahead and put down this. Then we're going to put down Log. Hopefully, we can get them down. Oh, all right. So, we did take that, but now it's time to really ramp up and see if we can get this other tower. He's going to have to do a lot to try and stop us. Look at this. I actually can get 2 Giants down right now. Now, let's go ahead, and we're going to freeze this tower right now. Look at that. Oh my gosh, 2 Giants, frozen tower, Skarmy, everything on there. Boom, let's go ahead and zap all that. Let's actually go ahead and throw Log as well. Ooh, we almost got the tower, but not quite. So I think one more good push and we should be able to get the tower down. I think I'm just gonna wait a second. That way that Barbarian gets pushed over there. All right. Oh, darn it. Let's go ahead, zap. All right. We only need, let's do Log, I guess. We could have just done arrows, but I think the Log will be a little bit better. And we get a 2-crown victory right there with our very first battle. As you can tell, everything was stacked against us. Going against a Hog Rider, no defense. Going against Valkyrie, against our graveyard. Everything was pretty much stacked against us, but that free spell is that wild card that you need to make this deck even more powerful. All right, we're going against Bobman 4563, who's a level 10. Our last opponent was a level 9. Let's see if a level 10 will make a difference. I got a really good starting hand right now. Now, if I have the freeze spell in my deck, I will start off with a graveyard freeze attack. I'm not afraid of doing that. Now, I'm going to just wait to see if he lays anything else down. Now's about the time because a Princess, as you can see, was going to hit my Giant. I don't want too much damage taken off on him. So let's go ahead, get a good push coming up here. All right, everything's doing a really good job attacking our Giant. Wow, that defense was really good. And this guy has level 10 fire spirits. That is pretty high, but we almost got that down. Let's go ahead, zap. Shoot. You know what? We're just going to take that damage. I'm not going to defend that. I think I can do a good job right here. And we're going to go ahead, just put that down. And then we're going to put down this. All right, look at that. Look at all the damage. We might be able to get this tower down. Can we get this tower down? Look at that. Yeah. So not worrying about that push that he was doing on the left side with his Hog Rider, we were able to completely take down his tower. Now, I did take a lot of damage, so we might lose that tower. Now, what do we want to do right here? I'm going to wait just a second, see what he lays down. All right, we'll do the Log. And then we'll do this. And then we'll do that. And then we're going to freeze. Look at that. Look at the freeze coming in clutch right here on defense. Only got 1 hit off with that, with our freeze spell. Now let's go ahead, lay down Giant right here. We have the arrows for that Princess. Now we also have the Mega Minion up here, which is about to go down. Oh, I'm going to miss a Princess. And I missed a Mega Minion. I missed everything on that one. But that's okay. Let's go ahead, do this. And we're going to stop all that. And then we're going to go ahead and freeze. There we go. We got the freeze down. Let's go ahead, zap. Boom. I didn't want to worry about that. All right, let's go ahead. Get the Princess right here. Awesome. All right, what we're going to do is put down Giant once again. We're doing a really good job in our defense. Now let's go ahead, do that. And then we're going to go ahead, freeze that again. Once again, doesn't get a hit off right there. Let's go ahead, zap, get rid of those guards. Go ahead, get rid of that princess. We're doing a really good job on defense right now. Couldn't get much better than what we're doing. Only has a few seconds left. So we're just going to let everything play out. 5 seconds left. This guy, once again, has a Hog Rider deck, and we get a victory once again. All right, we're climbing the ladder. We're going against another level 9. This deck has me so confident when I go into matches. I've never had a deck quite like this, and it's a lot of fun to use. You don't have a defense, so you're not playing slow. You're always playing something pretty much for the offensive side, whether it's the Giant, the Mega Minion. Not much stuff in this deck is very defensive. It's a very offensive deck. Now, I like this push we got coming up here right now. Let's go ahead and freeze everything right now. Look at that. We're going to take down most of his stuff right now. We also have the Valkyrie right here. We got the Giant. We got the Wizard. Let's see if we can take down that Valkyrie before it gets too close. There we go. Oh, what? Oh, come on. That's ridiculous. But our very first push, and he's down to 243 on his tower. All right, he also has a Hog Rider coming up, but we didn't have to play much more, so we had plenty of elixir to defend this push. Now, I'm not going to put anything else down right now. I want to leave everything alone, especially with, he's going to have a strong push coming up. I think I'm going to have to lay down the graveyard for defense. Let's see. Nope. Never mind. I thought he was going to play something else. So we're going to go ahead and play down a Giant and take down the rest, well, hopefully take down the rest of this tower. He's dropping down as many elixir pumps as possible. That's okay with us, although we have pretty much no troops right now for defense. He's going to try and drop down a Hog Rider. Hog Rider is really popular right now. All right, here comes the graveyard. Here comes the freeze. Down goes the tower. All right. We got a lot to defend right here. All right, come on. There we go. All right, all we have left is that. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? Let's go ahead and zap. Will that take all that out? No. What? Let's go ahead, freeze. Let's go ahead, hit everything with a log. Arrows. Zap. Come on, we gotta take down this Hog Rider. Oh my gosh. All right, down goes that tower. He has our other tower down as well. Let's see if we can finish this off. Can we be effective and finish this off? Let's go ahead and lay down the graveyard. Can we freeze? We froze everything right there. Oh my gosh. Let's go ahead and lay down Mega Minion. Lay down archers. He has nothing for my air troop. We're going to take everything out. Oh, what a good defense right now. We're going to go ahead, play down the graveyard once again. I think we have the tower right now. Do I defend that? I have to defend. I have to defend. Down goes the tower. We get that. Woo! That last little bit got me stressed, and this guy had a really powerful deck, but we were able to take it out. This deck is the best graveyard deck I've ever found using, all the cards. This is the best graveyard deck that I have found. Go out and use this. I've actually seen someone use it against me, so I don't know if they watched my video or what, but I don't know. I think it's going to be effective, and I think a lot more people are going to be using this in the future. It's the best graveyard deck that I have found. Maybe not fun like Molten Nyx. This is the best graveyard deck that I have found. This is the best graveyard deck that I have found, and I created this deck on my own, so I didn't copy this deck from anybody, and I actually seen someone use this exact deck against me, which was awesome. Really enjoyed seeing that because this deck is really good. So if you guys are struggling and are maybe where I was, where you were kind of getting into legendary, bouncing in and out, this deck put me and got me certified, definitely in the Legendary League. So you guys go out and use it on your own. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button. You guys are absolutely amazing. Can we hit another 100 likes? You guys are absolutely awesome. Thank you guys so much. Hopefully you guys have a great day, and don't forget, my Clash Bros, to stay beautiful.
Make it drop, honey.